An author and economics commentator stopped by WDHN to talk about his desire to run for president in the 2028 election. WDHN's Camilla Figueroa is live in the newsroom, ready to tell us what Thomas Fellows discussed in relation to areas that he says needs work in the country. Camilla?
Hey Joseph, yes, Thomas Fellows has been doing a tour around different states talking about his desire to run for the next presidential election in 2028. Now Fellows has a list of achievements under his belt, such as making 10 personal growth books by the age of 32 and owning his own AI strategy consultancy. But today I asked some of the more hard-hitting questions regarding what he would bring to the table as a possible candidate for the election and how the Wiregrass could be impacted. Despite Fellows' diverse career, in recent years his focus shifted to pressing economic issues. He's been going around the country talking about his possible election run, but he planned to stop right here in the Wiregrass to share his policies. He's no stranger to Alabama. He's a Stanford graduate. And one of the most pressing issues to him is the latest tariffs put on civilians. He explains how it impacts Dothan.
If you look at the tariffs, there were reciprocal tariffs that happened as a result of the original tariffs. And that really hurt Dothan people in terms of, peanuts, in terms of cotton, soybeans, corn, and poultry. You've got to look out for those small farmers. Right now, there's a competition enforcement that needs to be strengthened. And the reason for that is because these small farmers can be squeezed out.
One of his main points he makes is looking out for the lower to middle classes and giving a voice to areas that may not get as many opportunities as other larger cities.
Dothan and surrounding areas need broadband internet for, education, for telehealth, farming, and also small business.
Even though he was born into a financially stable household, he started working when he was 4 years old. And from these experiences, his desire to help the lower to middle classes got inspired.
I will, be the first one to say that I came from a silver spoon. One thing that made me think differently about, quite frankly, the lower middle and middle class is that I worked at Walmart 7 years ago in Atlanta. And I got to see poverty in its, truest form, and got to do a better job of looking out for the common man who is not born in the upper 1% like myself.
For his possible presidential run, he is seeking to run as an independent. However, most of his views align as moderate conservative. He says, however, that to be a president, politics only goes so far. You have to connect directly with all the communities you can.
Some of my, competitors might overlook places like, Dothan. I'm going to Columbus, Mississippi on Wednesday. But again, I want to meet people where they are, where people see news firsthand.
Other areas of reform that he seeks to tackle in a possible presidential spot is with labor unions, education reform, and work preparedness. Live in the newsroom, I'm Camilla Figueroa. Back to you, Joseph.